Well guys, we're now on to outer space as we go, and hopefully, eventually, we're gonna be exploring around on the actual space colony itself. Hey, what's up ladies and gentlemen, I am Duffy Duck here once again, and I'm back for some more of yet again, for the likes of the Mexi Toys videos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more of Let's Play of Super Monkey Ball 2 for the Nintendo GameCube. So last time we have managed to explore through World 8, which appears to be Clock Tower Factory, and today for this episode is the fact that we are now moving on to World 9, which appears to be Space Colony. And of course, much like the forms of the previous worlds, we're gonna go through 10 of these levels in between, and this is where the game starts to get a little bit more difficult as you progress, especially noticeable if you really want to go after those, you know, a whole bunch of bananas like the usual. So either way though, let's get to it with World 9-1, which appears to be serial jump, which even then all you have to do here is the fact that you have to use those little rings as in the forms of trying to jump from next ring to another. It always kind of reminds me of that one particular level from the likes of Super Monkey Ball Adventure, but in forms of balls, as well as gravity wells, as far as I like to point it out, with that specific names, specific name stages, as far as I'm aware. I do apologize for that particular dialogue error for this point, folks, because, well, after dealing with the whole abundance of other things to be planned for, well, usually relatively speaking, that's all I could really got distracted with. But on the other hand though, as you can see on screen, I've simply managed to accomplish the red goal. So either way though, the next level we have is World 9-2, which appears to be cross floors. This level might be pretty tricky, assuming if you're able to be good at it. So either way though, we'll go ahead and leave it to that. Oh yeah, originally I was gonna tell you guys about the fact that with the actual discussion about, you know, the PlayStation 5 showcase, but I will save that up until specifically for tomorrow, perhaps, and then that way I would be able to actually discuss upon, you know, the PlayStation 5 showcase and all that stuff, which it did recently happen during the forms of, let's just say about 9 days ago right now. So because of that though, yeah, I think I should probably save that discussion until tomorrow when I get back into Mario Party. So either way though, oh goodness gracious me, the camera is almost gonna screw me up. Hold on, let's see if I can able to just get into that goal over there, but most of the time it's the fact that sometimes the camera decides to spaz up at points, but hey, at least I got it. So I was originally trying to able to aim for that particular bunch of banana that I seemed to miss out on, but luckily for me, especially noticeable for that particular level, the next level we're going to be run into, which appears to be chipped pipes, and because of this though, we might able to come across into not one, but 4 bunch of bananas, assuming if I was trying to able to go for the green goal. So yeah, because the previous level that we've done, it was the spinning saw, the level of the name by the way. So, just want to classify that, and I didn't get that much speed, I'm afraid. But, apart from those side of things though, we can at least still manage to try this again, believe it or not. So, either way though, I guess there are quite a few things I would able to discuss upon, and that was the fact that, oh dear, my throat is actually gone a bit, well, incredibly dried up again. But, hopefully by the time if we get on to Monday, which should be the actual grand finale of Super Monkey Ball 2 story mode video as far as the actual playthrough itself goes, But basically, recently, oh yeah, before I get into more on that later, the next world we're going to be running into is the fact that here we go with World 9-5, which appears to be Flat Maze. Again, if you ever watched our Let's Play of Super Monkey Ball Deluxe, then basically if you manage to find out the shortcut, which is specifically this part over there, then you would be able to be right at home, even if though the actual timing of these jumps can be a little bit too tricky to time with, especially because you have to deal with the forms of that particular gaps of jumps in between. So yeah, I just want to classify that. So yeah, I suppose there are some other things I'd like to mention about this, is the fact that recently that I've managed to able to bring back my My Little Pony app game on the iPhone game. It's pretty obvious that the reason why I managed to able to bring that back at long last is because it's been about 3 months since I actually last touched upon the game after I've suddenly accidentally erased the entire game. Luckily for me, I still managed to grab myself my cloud save, so because of that though, oh jeez, I'm really sorry about this point, folks, but again, especially notable because my throat has actually been dried up all of a sudden, but hopefully I'll manage to able to fix my throat a little bit more better until whenever we get onto the final part in story mode, until likely for next Monday. Because of that though, yeah, I just want to classify that, so yeah, because the reason why I managed to bring that particular My Little Pony Gameloft game back into my phone, and that's only because, eventually until specifically the next few days, that the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic TV series will become a decade old, specifically in North America. Like, you know, when we get on to 10th of October in 2020, and then in 10 years after, it was, well, specifically 2010. And because of that though, we figured we might be able to do that specific special project until specifically on Saturday the 10th of October in this year. Because of that though, I'm sure most of you bronies may be able to be looking forward to this though, especially because of how the fact that it's been, you know, almost the entire 10 years since the actual show first came out, even though despite most people found this to be a little bit skeptical at first. Clearly it's because of how the fact that it was a huge target. Oh, dang it! God, I hate this level sometimes, especially because sometimes I swear the ending portion can sometimes mess up my luck department, and because of that though, I instantly just keep on failing for that particular same hole over and over and over again, especially if I was gonna able to try and, you know, tilt the control stick at certain points, and I did try in multiple angles, but most of the time I just keep on getting screwed over by that stupid, not only in terms of the some sort of a weird camera angle, but it's also the fact that sometimes if your speed has gone tremendously increasing, that way you would be able to actually just bypass that particular hole to be able to fall into the actual level itself. But I digress. So I did manage to able to accomplish that level luckily, so I can at least able to move on. So let's move on to Orbiters, which definitely a little bit tricky and difficult to able to get those bunch of bananas, because there are a few times there are some flip panels they're trying to able to throw you off a bit, especially how, you know, most of those bunch of bananas, mainly I think there were about 30 of them in that segment, and sure enough they'll tend to screw me over just like that. So yeah, I guess that makes it obvious for that specific challenging moments. So but anyway, as I was saying, when it comes to the forms of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic 10th year anniversary, and doing at some point on the 10-10-10, well, to be more specifically for the sake of this year, 10-10-20. And because of that though, I feel like we might able to do a special project and doing at some point in, well, specifically the 10th of October for the sake of this year. Even though, no, as far as you might as well thinking to yourself about the fact that aren't there any gonna be more parts for certain Let's Plays for that regard? Well, there still will be, but it's just the fact that I don't think we can able to play the game until specifically the 11th of October, whenever we get back into certain Let's Plays or what have you. So, I thought to myself, yeah, that should be part of a plan. Especially because that, oh man, I'm so looking forward to able to actually doing that particular retrospective on certain things for the first time of our life. And because of that though, yeah, I'm sure most people seemed able to already... I think most bronies seemed able to do this most of the time as well, so even then I was able to do one by my own. So either way though, hopefully I should be able to actually do a lot of editing work to deal with, especially how, you know, trying to insert more clips is gonna be way more impossible than I think about it. So anyway, oh god, air hockey. I really hate this level so much. The reason why I don't like this level as much is because, well, if you couldn't tell already, is the fact that the goal itself is actually becomes like a puck. And in order to able to get for the goal, it's entirely random and luck. And because of that though, you have to deal with a serious amount of waiting stuff to deal with, so... And conveniently enough, oh, really? I was hoping for the first attempt, but no, apparently it doesn't seem like it. So, yeah, we have the ending stuff here. So join me next time on Let's Play Super Monkey Ball 2. Is the fact that we are now moving on to the final world. So I'll see you guys on Monday. Later, fellas.